Want to know the latest and hottest music hitting the airwaves? Don't be left out. Listen to the Golden State Media Concepts Music Podcast. Keith keeps you on the loop with everything you need to know from pop, rock, hip-hop, and the top 40. And we'll throw in news of your favorite artists, concert and tour dates, and so much more. Listen no further, because this is the gold standard in music podcast.
Greetings, people of Earth and the known universe. This is your Captain Keith, and you're listening to Golden State Media Concepts Music Podcast, Music in Review. And today we have on deck in Vogue, their new albums called Electro Cafe, Phonte with No News is Good News, The Weekend with My Dear Melancholy, and Debby Friday. She has a new EP out. So I'll say it's Bitchpunk, but that's the clean version. You can take the W out and put a B in. So, but yeah. So let's get into the reviews. So what we have is R&B pop soul with In Vogue, hip hop with Phonte, pop with The Weekend, and punk / industrial with Debby Friday. So let's get to it, folks. In Vogue, Electro Cafe. This is their 7th studio album. By the all-female American R&B group. It was released worldwide last month, April 6th. It's their first studio album in 14 years. It marks their first full-length release through E1 Music and In Vogue Records. So the trio worked with Raphael Sadiq, Neo, Dim Joints, Curtis Sauce Wilson, as well as regular contributors Foster and McElroy on most of this album. So Electro Cafe, their new album, had a worldwide physical and digital release on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, and Spotify. So those are different places where you can find the record. So I actually I did purchase my physical copy for this review. So let's give you a little bit of history about In Vogue before we get into this review. In 2003, singer and actress Rona Bennett joined the 2 remaining members of In Vogue, Terry Ellis and Sydney Herron, following the departure of original members Dawn Robinson and Maxine Jones. Yes, folks, In Vogue used to be a quartet instead of a trio. As well as temporary replacement Amanda Cole, along with Bennett. They recorded their 6th studio album called Soulflower, which was released through an independent label called 33rd Street Records, Bayside Entertainment. Bayside Entertainment and Herron and Ellis Funk Girl Records in 2004. In mid-2004, Jones and Robinson rejoined In Vogue with Bennett, withdrawing from the group. Okay. While the original quartet performed several spot dates in North America and the release of new music through Los Angeles-based Move Makers Entertainment and Funky Girl was announced, Robinson soon chose to defect from In Vogue once again after failing to agree on business terms. So she left, and then eventually Maxine Jones left too as well. And Rona Bennett rejoined the group, and now they're back to a trio, and they're keeping that train going, that boat sailing. So Electro Cafe, nice picture of the 3 ladies, Terry Ellis, Cindy Herron, with Rona Bennett on the front. They look great. And Vogue's been around for over 20 years now. Over 20 years. So it's good to see they're still out here making some music. So the first track on this album is called Blue Skies. It opens up with a small to a big fade musically, and then a steady bass drum beat and single piano chords. I mean, the bass drum beat anchors the song. The song has atmospherics in its production that give it a spacey soul kind of vibe to it. The song is about weathering personal storms in your life, and once you get past them, there's nothing like blue skies left that signify you made it on the other side and that everything is better. So I like that. Deja Vu, the next track, starts off with a simple drum beat, piano chords, and a vibraphone or xylophone in the background. The song is smooth with a jazzy pop feel to it, its delivery. The low end bass towards the end polishes off the song with the jazz piano rhythms. The song is about the ladies running into an attractive gentleman somewhere, and when he walks by them, they're attracted to him instantly and they can't figure out why they're pulled to him. Is it deja vu? Have they seen him before? The more the ladies look at him casually, they feel a stronger pull to him. The euphoric feeling Vogue has when they see this man may be too good to be true. Is he real or is he just a dream? Is it deja vu? It's a catchy song. I like it. It's cool. It's really cool. Rocket, that's another song, there's also a video for the song as well. It's a slow paced song with a low synth bass that starts off with all three ladies harmonizing for the intro. The drums have a tick-tock clock feel to their pace. This song is written by Neo, actually. It's about the ladies being in love and having that man make them feel like they can reach the stars because they feel higher than they've ever been. It's a very positive song about romance. So, yeah, I was digging that song. Reach For Me is in Vogue's club track that will definitely get you on the dance floor. I mean, more low-end synth bass with the drum track that claps in the pocket. The synth bass line drives the song. The harmony's killing the song. This song is about the ladies, no matter how far they go, just reach for me and I'll be there by your side. Just keep calling. Don't give up on me. So this is about, hey, I know I make it hard on you sometimes, but, hey, I love you and, don't give up on me. Just reach out for me. I'll be here. So, just when you think it's a lost cause, just know it's not. So that's what I get from that song when I hear it. So, yeah. So here's some of the lyrics. No matter how far it seems I've gone, reach for me, baby, baby. And if you want me, let me see those open arms. Reach for me, baby. They say baby again, of course. I'm not far away. I'll tell you when I'm ready, we can head for the moon. So if you're really the one, then you reach no matter what. I'm not far away. You ain't got to wait long. I'll be there before you know it. I'm not far away. So there it is. Okay, that's cool. In other words, like I said, I know I put you through it, but if you hang on a little bit longer, it'll be worth it. I can dig that. So, the title track, Electro Cafe. So now, before I talk about this song, one of the first things that I noticed about this record when I purchased it was this record title, Electro Cafe. That's also a famous record name for a Kraftwerk album called Electro Cafe. So it was just interesting how both artists have used this name. So I was like, oh, are they covering the Kraftwerk song or what are they going to do? So there was more than one reason why I had to pick up this record and review it. First and foremost, folks, in Vogue, whether they're a 4-piece or a trio, each lady has an amazing vocal voice. Their harmonies are above par. They are just extraordinary. They're amazing. It's nice to see, another R&B group or R&B pop group, R&B female group, whatever, with great harmonies. I don't hear enough of that anymore in today's soul and R&B. I don't hear enough of that more in today's music, keeping it real. So, yeah. But, okay, enough about that. So the title track, Electro Cafe, it's a futuristic it's a futuristic rock pop song that has the ladies singing with the bullhorn effect on their voices. The song does have an 80s new wave pop feel to it. The bass line stands out and drives the song with the computer beeping sound effects. The song sounds nothing like Kraftwerk's song or album with the same name, but there's definitely an influence from them that permeates through the song, and it's in a good way. So, yeah, it was, their song was still cool. It had that kind of electro kooky computer vibe. So yeah, like I said, I feel like they were influenced by Kraftwerk in that sense. So it's all good. Have a Seat. This is a song featuring Snoop Dogg. Now, when I was listening to the record, and every time I heard the album again, I was always still surprised. I'm like, Snoop Dogg's on this record? But it was a nice surprise. So this song has a modern day Motown feel to the production. It starts off with a rhythm guitar that sounds distant and behind the drums and tambourine. And another guitar is playing at a simple plucking style, which adds to the mix. The song is about a relationship being over. The ladies state that, one of these days you're going to see me, but I've been right here all this time. You're going to reach out to me, but I won't be there by your side. You're going to wish you could drink me thirsty like the desert drowned. Yeah, but I won't know how you're feeling because I won't be anywhere around, and you'll never forget. Ooh, all this good loving I gave to you that you'll never forget. How all you ever did was lie, baby. I want the truth. You'll never forget. Those times you said I would be nothing. You'll never forget. But look at me, ain't it something? You know you want it, but you can't have nothing but a seat. You want this good, but you can't have nothing but a seat. Sit down and watch the show. Yeah, that's what Have a Seat's about. It's kind of funny. I've heard of, ladies telling people off or someone telling you off. I've even been told off before, in my life, of course, but I've never been told have a seat unless it's by a teacher. So I like how they took that term and gave it a whole different meaning. Like, you're done. Have a seat. You're out of here. Bam. Snoop Dogg's verse. I like his verse in here. It was real cool. Man to woman, woman to man. No need to sit. I'm taking a stand. Baby, come close. Let me hold your hand. I love him, Vogue. I'm your biggest fan. What he put you through, see, I can upgrade you. That's what you want me to do? And he had the nerve. Point blank, Miss Lady, you deserve to be treated like a queen. I'm a king and I know how. All hell, that's how it goes down. His loss, my game. Now you, my thing. Here we go there. We go to a place just to have a little space. Not here to take up your time. I'll be right here when you make up your mind. And that's why he's Snoop Dogg. Just killing it. Yeah, it's a great song. I look forward to them making a video for that song. I definitely encourage them to. Yeah. I'm good. So remember how we talked about earlier in the podcast that Raphael Sadiq was a producer on this record. Raphael Sadiq has also worked with Don Robinson when he had the side project that was brief, Lucy Pearl. It was funny. I was listening to the song and I guess I just know his production when I hear it now, which is good. So, and when I heard I'm good, I'm like, Raphael wrote this. And I checked the credits and he did. I could just tell by the lyrics and the styling and the production. So I'm good as a slow down groove. The bass comes in and out sporadically with sparse drums and percussion with keys. Like I said, and once again, for those of you who don't know, Raphael Sadiq is formerly of Tony fame. So he wrote this song and produced it along with Tara Stinson, if I'm saying her name right, Taura, Tara Stinson. The song, is about how the ladies love who they are and how they don't need anyone's validation about themselves, and especially on how they look as women. I think that's important. This song is a great song about maintaining a happy and healthy self-esteem. And Vogue's harmonies are still flawless, whether they're a trio or a quartet. So yeah, once again, all this is great. I like the song a lot. The lyrics, I'm good, feeling myself, and I'm flirting with my reflection. I'm good, loving every inch of my perfect imperfections. I'm good, my curves, my hair, my skin. I'm queening up in here. I'm so good, I'm good. I don't need nobody's validation. I'm good, bad as they come, and I ain't got time for wasting. I'm good, my heart, my mind, my soul. I'm shining just like gold. I'm so good, so good. It's funny when I see these lyrics versus how I interpret them and versus how they're sung. It's like that could be a comedy in itself, but it's all cool. Let's toast to the good life and to me and you finally getting it right. We've been through hell, but it feels like heaven tonight. The only cloud up in here is raining good vibes. So that's one of my favorite songs. I like that song a lot. So Serious. Yeah, this is my other favorite song. Oh yeah. Starts off with computer sounds that echo and a simple drum beat and an organ in the background. The organ navigates the song as if in Vogue is giving a church sermon. The opening verse is, "This is a man's world, so they say." I love that. And then she just starts to sing. Why are you trying to break down walls without me? Why are you trying to move at all without me? Don't you know you won't get very far without me? You know you never rule the world without me. Indeed, So serious, we got this. So serious, we got this. How you going to bring new life without me? And the world just can't survive without me. Together we can win, but you shouldn't move without me. You sure you want to make that move without me? Indeed. So serious, we got this. So serious, we don't quit. I'm going to talk some more about this song. She's talking about women of this world. And I love this song. I love what she says in the lyrics. But we'll talk some more about this In Vogue album and wrap up this review after this break.
Always on the go, but the day just won't be one without your Hollywood fix. Let Golden State Media Concepts Entertainment Podcast take care of that. An all-inclusive look of pop culture.
Hello, people. Once again, you're listening to Golden State Media Concepts Music Podcast. I'm your Captain Keith. And we were discussing In Vogue's new record, Electro Cafe. And we're almost done with the review. So we're going to get to that in 1 second. Let the music play. That's a Shannon reference, y'all. From the 80s. Let the music play. Wonder what she's up to these days. All right. So as I was saying, so we're talking about In Vogue's song, So Serious. I like these lyrics a lot. It's a great song. Why are you trying to fight this war without me? You can't stand this tall without me. Now, don't you know you just can't fight them all without me? The benefit to rise or fall without me. Indeed, so serious. We got this. So serious. We don't quit. I mean, this song ends the record, and it's a very powerful song. I mean, In Vogue lets you know that it's not a man's world. It's a world that doesn't work well if man and woman are not together side by side. This world doesn't work without women, period. In Vogue shed some necessary light on that for those who were doubting it. This is my favorite song on the record. It snuck up on me. When I heard the lyrics, I was like, oh, yeah, right on. So, yeah, very cool. Electro Cafe from In Vogue is a pleasant surprise. I mean, it moves in all of the right places. On a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the best and 1 being the worst rating, I give this album a 9. My favorite tracks are Blue Skies, Deja Vu, Rocket, Reach For Me, Electric Cafe, Life, Oceans Deep, Have a Seat featuring Snoop Dogg, I'm Good, and So Serious. Yeah, it's an excellent record. And once again, like I was saying too, this is a group that has great vocal range and great harmonies, and we just need more good harmonies in music, in soul music, and in music in general. Yeah, I said it, meant it. There you go. All right, so next on our list, so that was our great soul album that you should pick up, R&B pop soul album, Phonte. Okay. Phonte, his new album is called No News is Good News. This is the hip hop portion of the show. This is Phonte's second solo album, for those of you who don't know. Phonte is originally from the hip hop group Little Brother, which was comprised of him, Ninth Wonder, and rapper Big Pooh. They were a critically acclaimed rap group out of Durham, North Carolina. That group broke up. Phonte started a side project while he was in Little Brother. It has since become a full-time project called The Foreign Exchange. And that consists of Dutch producer Nicolay and Phonte. Phonte's new solo record is on their record label that they have together called The Foreign Exchange Music, plus FEs, like the little sign they have. In Foreign Exchange, Phonte sings and doesn't rhyme. But don't get it twisted. He's a double threat. He can spit bars and sing with his eyes closed. The only other new generation MC to do that is Drake. And before that, it was the Fugees. And before that, it was the Foursome D's. But I digress. Let's get on to the new record. Now, and mind you, too, as I was talking about Phonte, yeah, he can rhyme or sing. And he does them both very well. So To the Rescue is the opening track that lets you know that Phonte's alter ego, Tigolo. I look forward to one day talking to Phonte and asking him where that came from. Tigolo's always around when he's recording his music. Tigolo has come to save the day as our new hip-hop superhero. DJ Harrison, who produces this track, is also the MC who introduces you to Phonte before the music starts. The keys start the track and go into a wah-wah guitar sound-like effect as Phonte rhymes about being a lyrical Superman, basically. You know, leap, y'all. Feelings in a single bound when this thing go down. You know the boy rap rings around. Anybody copying the sound is Tigolo to the rescue. Coming right back to these streets like a biscuit and a tea with the 3-piece. But I'm here to ignore the hype. All y'all likes and retweets. Screw reading your think piece. Brother, Tigolo to the rescue. Yeah, I have to censor here. And in a minimum, we're going to handle him. Tell your whole crew they better ante up because he don't pause, no flaws. These bars is adamantium. That's like an X-ray. That's an X-Men reference. I like that. Wolverine. We got a plan of attack. Understand this ain't what you want. Understand I am much too raw. More realer compared to what you saw. Down to earth but up to par. So try again. Better luck tomorrow. It was an order that was much too tall. And when the darkness rises, ain't no surprises. Y'all know who the heck to call. Tigolo to the rescue. He repeats that a few times. So that's a good way to start off the album. So it's fun. Phonte can be, as an MC, he's very serious and very fun. And he has a great blend of that. But let me get into the record. We talk about that later. Now, the outro to the song, Phonte actually sings. So Phonte sings the outro to the song to give it a more soulful and polished ending. You know, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Tigolo to the rescue. Never knowing what to say. Tigolo to the rescue. But if truth is love and all the ways it shines, Tigolo to the rescue. May it brighten all your days. Tigolo to the rescue. Expensive Jeans, another track on here. And that's just, and he spells genes like gene pool in genetics, Genes. This is a great song about what happens when you become middle-aged and now all of the food you used to scarf down without a care in your 20s, you can no longer really eat anymore because they all can kill you. The song starts off with the doctor examining Phonte. There's synth bass and keys with the basic drum beat that are less is more. You know, intro. You, the doctor. All right, we need to check your height. Okay, let me check your weight. Okay, hi, I think we can do a little bit better than that. We'll talk, okay? Your cholesterol is looking kind of high, but are we going to work on that? Let's take a seat. Are you in any pain? So first and foremost, I commend Phonte for sharing that with this audience. You know, this is who I am in my life. You know, I'm a rapper, a musician and a singer, and I'm not going to pretend like I'm 21 when I'm not anymore. This is where I'm at in the stage of my life, and I want to take you with me. This is what I go through. Either you can relate or you can't. I mean, and that's what music does. You know, anyway, you know, you relate to it or you don't. It takes you to a different place. Sometimes a peaceful place, sometimes another place. But yeah, I like that he put that in there. Then the verse comes in, 7 days in a week, eat a steak every plate. It's a feast. Watch your weight, no mistake in the least, or else you too will dig a grave with your teeth. I wish that I could fit in these expensive jeans. So play on words, he's talking about gene pool, his genetics, but you know, we also got, you know, blue jeans, right? A waistline that'll rip the seams. And pharmaceuticals that sit between your heart medicine, cough medicine, blood thinners, and antihistamines. We got the oceanfront view, but scope is so limited because you brothers be dying of old brother crap. Wifey sleeping in the guest room because you snore at night. It's like 40 years old is 3/4 life. Wow. Yeah, there you go. Our biggest fears were shots or armed robbery. Now the biggest fears are clots and oncology. Thank you. I'm glad that, wow. I mean, talk about a switch in someone's life and and what the new danger is. Wow. Very clever rhyme. I like how you just said that. Got a sleep app to tell you got sleep apnea. He all in your sheets with the CPAP. Wish that I could fit in these expensive jeans. I don't like this cut. It's like the Lord got my order wrong. 3 a.m. stress eating, laying down on it. Now your blood sugar is borderline. Seen them rise, I've seen them fall. I've seen them dreams of fiends and scenes of war. Inside my mind, it ain't nothing serene. It's called blackness, the most expensive gene of all. I mean, it's amazing to hear an MC talk about his health for once and not about how many cars and women he has. So yeah, I like that. Cry No More is a song. It's a keyboard-driven track that has the keys sounding like a harp throughout the song. It's really cool, actually. Phonte raps about his father passing, may he rest in peace, and how it has affected him. He also draws comparisons from himself to his father. The song also has Phonte confronting his mortality and how it will affect his sons, as well as concern for his mother's health. The song is very moving and self-reflective. Intro, all right, we need to check your... I already did that part, excuse me. So that was, Cry No More. But I guess I didn't write the lyrics down for that. Sorry about that. That's a mistake on my part. But it's a great song. Phonte talks about, his father. I mean, there's a voice in there. It doesn't sound like Phonte. It may be one of his friends, but it talks about how, this guy talks about how his father was a cook and that he used to love to go to work with his dad and he couldn't wait to cook, but his father always made him wait, and he was very patient with him. He said, "No, son, we have to prep first. Like, you got to prepare your life before you live it, And he just talks about that, and Phonte talks about make sure that you raise your sons and make sure that you watch what you eat. And he just talks about how being there for your kids is important, and even if you disagree with your father, don't stop loving him. Because, one day it might be my kids disagreeing with me the way I disagree with my father. He talks about his mom, how she moves a little slower and how he's concerned about her because she won't stop smoking the Newports. And, so, it's good to see MCs, especially male MCs, be self-reflective and show vulnerability in their music. That's how you know it's real. So, yeah. Change of Mind, featuring Freddie Gibbs. The bass drum intro with the brushing noise effect that starts the song off with piano, keys in the background. Low end bass complements the track with the futuristic keyboard atmospherics in the background. On this track, Phonte sings about how he knows that his girl is great and that she's a keeper, but he also sings about how they aren't on the same page. Phonte loves his girl, but he's prepared to let her go if that would be the only way that she can have peace. So if she has a change of mind, he understands. So yeah, on this song, Phonte is singing, and Freddie Gibbs is the one who raps on this track. So the pre-chorus is Phonte, you're a keeper and you know it. I'm lost in a bad dream. Heavy clouds, thunder rolling, because we don't see the same things. So if you need a change of mind, if you need another way, release you from this pain of mine, and you can have a new day. Late at night, tossing, turning. Yeah, thought that I'd go insane, thinking maybe I deserve it. Wondered if you felt the same. Yeah. So if you need a change of mind, if you need another way, I release you from this pain of mine, and you can have a new day. Freddie Gibbs comes in and he rhymes. I was trying to get the cake up. Jay's looking for the wake up. Foolish ways never break her or shake her. All we ever do is break up to make up, sort of like a brother raised up. We raised up. Nothing really when you stayed down and came up. Flew some ladies out to Vegas. Jamaica, she ain't never slow the pitch down or change up, baby girl. I can ice your wrists. I can ice your fingers. You a life investment. You a life decision. First time in my life, I made the right decision. Cut the coca. Then I cocaine on white, the Bentley, locked down. She walks like a brother co-defendant. With my back against the wall, girl, I know you with me. Yeah, hot sex in the morning under the sun rays. We don't leave the crib on Sundays. You're the one. Yeah. So, and then it goes back to Phonte's chorus. You're a keeper and you know it. I'm lost in a bad dream. Heavy clouds. Thunder rolling, because we don't see the same things. So if you need a change of mind, if you need another way, release you from this pain of mind, and you can have a new day. Okay, so I like this song, but I feel like the song works with or without Freddie Gibbs' verse. Actually, I think the song works better without his verse. Yeah. So, I mean, he was rhyming and his voice sounded good, but I felt like some of the stuff he said just, yeah. And I was giving you a censored version of his lyrics, but yeah, I like the song, but I think I want to hear a version without his verse on it at all. He wasn't needed on this track at all. Yeah, I said it. Sweet You. Wow, there's so much more to talk about on this album. Okay, so I definitely want to get into Sweet You. But before I do, we're going to finish up the review of Phonte's record, No News is Good News. We'll talk some more about it after this break.
Tired of searching the vast jungle of podcasts? Now listen close and hear this out. There's a podcast network that covers just about everything that you've been searching. Hey! The Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network is here. Nothing less than a podcast bliss with endless hours of podcast coverage. From news, sports, music, fashion, cooking, entertainment, fantasy, football, and so much more. So stop lurking around and go straight out to the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Guaranteed to fill that podcast itch. Whatever it may be. Visit us at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and download us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play.
And we're back. And once again, people, you're listening to Golden State Media Concepts Music Podcasts. This is Captain Keith, and we're talking about Phonte's new record, No News is Good News. And I want to speak about the song called Sweet You. It starts off with like finger snaps and a cool drum beat and keys with the sample harmonizing. What Could Be Sweeter Than You is the sample. This track is produced by Tall Black Guy. The U stretches out for a bit when, in the sample, what could be sweeter than you, and the U stretches out a little bit, This track is actually, and this track has like I said, it's produced by Tall Black Guy, and it has that classic hip hop, soul, and house music feel to it that he brings with his production. Phonte raps about getting married again. He found love again, and initially thought he would not want to get married again after being divorced. But the love bug struck him again, and he couldn't be happier. He talks about being free to finally be himself again. What could be sweeter than you? Mic check. Is this thing on? I ain't even know if I'll rap or just sing on it. It took me a while, but now I'm getting my swing on. Icarus in increments. Sometimes I put wings on. Every hero ain't a hero till there's a theme song. So many tries, but every time it just seemed wrong. Saturday night, just kicking it with my best man. Look at my left hand. I got a ring on. Oh, crap. How did we get here? Started with a kiss and another kiss and another kiss, then a covered dish with white rice, greens, and smothered fish. I'm lying. It was just chicken. Brother was thugging it. Now we got a covenant. It's on, a bond for life. In all my years, this was the easiest song to write. It's my confession in a rhyme, a testament, and I just want to do my thing as I talk about a feeling that cannot be explained or love that cannot be contained in a measurement or time. Some say it was a blessing in disguise. Scratch that, girl. You a lesson from the skies, and I thank God for my winnings. That's word to Life Jennings. Finally letting go of mistakes of my 20s. I admit that I am not an easy sell, but I am the PD to your Chiwetel. You're a big boy that tell them ladies pay your beeper bill. My brother, be for real. Swear I wouldn't do it again. My man said that'll change. First time it's all about working through your baggage. The second time around it's all about the baggage claim. Thank you. Thank your maker. Stack your paper with the real one. Major key clavinet. Leave them other ladies on reed like clarinets. Gorgeous, no wrongs in this love song I wrote for us. Wedding play all day with no chorus. Let's ride. Girl, it's you, and you're on my mind. So yeah, it's a nice tribute to his new wife. He's in love again. I think it's cool. And then the last track we'll talk about is called Find That Love Again, and this features Eric Roberson. The two of them did an album together called Tigalero over a year ago. Great record. Check it out. This is a cool summer track that has Phonte rapping about the days before he made it as an MC. It also talks about the frustrations of being there and feeling like you're still climbing the stairs, always striving for success. Eric Roberson sings the hook that reels you in. Got to find that love again. Something that's on my mind. It's something I got to find, and I got to find that love again. So, and that repeats. My man's told me I was in the rare set of those who made it to the other side. Truth be told, I don't really know if I'm there yet. The higher I go, all I'm seeing is stair steps. A never-ending cycle if you ain't aware yet. I'm like, slow your roll. My capacity's at an overload. I know my lane. I know the ledge. I know the roll. The other bullcrap kind of low on the totem pole. A fine life. It ain't like we stressing. Eyes planted on my own paper like we testing. Like we guessed it. If not for us, on who do we depend? I started questioning everything I'm believing in. Now that's over. Feel like I can finally breathe again. I hope this record finds you if you ever need a friend. That's a nice sentiment. 7 years ago, these stories I wouldn't dare tell. That's all for now. Farewell until we meet again. So the song literally starts to end with bells and whistles fading, and then another fading comes with jazzy horns playing in the background as Phonte gives shouts out to his friends and family. So, I'm just trying to figure out if I want to talk about another song or not. So, well, okay, yeah. I might as well say I'm already here. Euphorium, back to the lights. It starts off with bottles ringing together in rhythm and a Fender Rhodes style piano rhythm that anchors the song. The song's about Phonte letting go of his past life as a bachelor and allowing his verses to be a cautionary tale for other men in regards to fighting off the impulses that land you in trouble. And I think all of us can relate to impulses that can get us in trouble, whether you're male or female. Intro. There was once a man who would cry out his eyes, laughing and singing his sorrow, tomorrow and time after time. Somewhere lost in his mind, back at the scene of the crime, walking in search of a friend for the night, between a rock and a quarry. Oh, sorry, but you're not my type. I won't put up a fight. Please lead me back to the light. Please lead me back. Back to the light, back to the track with a knack for your type. Flashback to my black bachelor life that I left in the past with the passion of Christ. A massive assassin on past international rights. Screw your feelings, we ain't talking about fear. And no, my brother's not talking about beer. And when they say they got a taste for a natural light, don't let your impulse make you a slave. Don't let it take you away to a place with an ace and a spade, where you ache for the sake, making in a year what they make in a day. Locked in a cage with your generational rage. Hate generates renegades, showing their ass to the crowd because they can't take it to the stage. Wow. So, but he's saying, got to find that love again. Find that love of life. Find out that passion that drives you, that explains who you are. So, but excuse me, that's Euphorium though. Back to the light. Sorry. So talking about, euphoria, the feeling of perfect bliss, of trying to obtain it. So Phonte's No News is Good News is an album of self-reflection in regards to love and loss of family, mortality, letting go of the past, finding oneself and finding love again. Phonte paints a sonic picture and story worth listening to. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this album an 8. My favorite tracks are To the Rescue, Expensive Jeans, Cry No More, Such Is Life, Change of Mind featuring Freddie Gibbs, Sweet You, and Find That Love Again featuring Eric Roberson. Okay. The Weeknd, folks. This is the pop segment. His new EP came out, My Dear Melancholy. So let's give you a little history on The Weeknd. This is his first extended play EP by Canadian singer and songwriter The Weeknd. It has been referred to, alternatively as an album and mini album. It was released in March by EXO and Republic Records. It's It's primarily produced by Frank Dukes, who serves as an executive producer alongside The Weeknd. It features contributions from Gasselstein, if I'm saying his name right, as well as The Healer, Mike Will Made It, Skrillex, and Daft Punk's Guy Manuel de Honum Cristo, among others. The project has been described as a return to the darker style of The Weeknd's earlier work, such as Trilogy and Kissland. So critics, they're liking this record. They're saying he's coming back to his roots. And so we're like, okay, that sounds good. All right. So the first track on here is Calling Out My Name. So once again, this EP is called My Dear Melancholy by The Weeknd. And it has a cool, like, red and black picture of his face on the front. It's almost like a silhouette. Calling Out My Name starts off with somber keys with the basic drum track and a low end synth bass as The Weeknd sings about his ex and how he misses her. He also admits that he lied when he said he didn't feel anything for her. A rumor has it that this song is about his ex, Selena Gomez. Here's some lyrics. We found each other. I helped you out of a broken place. You gave me comfort, but falling for you was a mistake. I put you on top. I claimed you so proud and openly. And when times were rough, I made sure I held you close to me. So call out my name. Don't call out my name. Call out my name when I kiss you so gently. I want you to stay. I want you to stay even though you don't want me. Girl, why can't you wait? Why can't you wait, baby? Girl, why can't you wait till I fall out of love? What's that about? Won't you call out my name? Call out my name. Girl, call out my name. I'll be on my way. I'll be on my, I said I didn't feel nothing, baby, but I lied. I almost cut a piece of myself for your life. Guess I was just another pit stop till you made up your mind. You just wasted my time. Yeah, this is definitely a sad pop song about a love lost. And don't forget, Selena Gomez had to get a kidney transplant, and apparently The Weeknd was considering donating a kidney to her while they were in that relationship. Try Me has The Weeknd attempting to woo a girl away from her boyfriend. But he was just a booty call for her, apparently. But now he wants more because he thinks she's matured and grown over the past few months. He gets the feeling that her man just isn't cutting it. He knows he can do her better. He finds out that she's not even keeping him a secret anymore. Their fling. The Weeknd was initially like he doesn't want to complicate her life, but now since she's out in the open about it, he figures he might as well go for it and dive all the way in. He misses how good she felt when he was with her. So, anytime is the time. Anytime for you to get my call, baby. So, baby, are you alone? Baby, if he ain't around, pick up your phone, baby. Can you try me? Try me. Once you put your pride aside, you can notify me. You're the best I ever had. Baby girl, remind me. Let me know if it's on. And you know where to find me. Having thoughts you never had. I didn't know you were down for him. Finding out. I thought you had some kind of love for your man. Well, I'm not trying to break up something. You've been working out. You've been steady, but I'm ready to go all the way if you let me. Don't you tempt me. You're looking grown since the last time I looked at you. It might have been about a couple of months, but I just got the picture that you texted me. You ain't steady. You look ready to go all the way. If you let me take you down on me. Oh, man. The lyrics are more interesting than the production on this song. There's no dynamics to the production of this song, but I do like the lyrics. They're very dark and kind of funny. It's just interesting. Waste of Time is a song about The Weeknd's other ex, Bella Hadid. This atmospheric keys, humming bass with catchy drum snare sequencing. The Weeknd seems to realize that he may have wasted time on his previous relationship and he needs to be back with Bella Hadid. He's not saying that, but that's what I'm getting from the song when I listen to it. He wants to know who she's with now. He also admits to being crazy jealous and doesn't want to catch a case because of it. Wasted times I spent with someone else. She wasn't even half of you. Reminiscing how you felt. And even though you put my life through hell, I can't seem to forget about you. I want you to myself. And now I'm asking, who do you belong to now? Who you give that love to now? Who you pulling up on? Who you getting sprung for now? And what they got, I ain't got. Because I got a lot. Don't make me run up on him. Got me blowing up their spot. Because I got no business catching feelings anyway. I ain't got no business catching feelings. Catching feelings. These girls only want you when you're winning, but you've been with me from the beginning. Oh yeah. And I know right now that we're not talking. I hope you know that I'm trying to figure out how to censor this word. And I hope you know this package is still an option. Cause I'll beat it up. Yeah. I'll take my time to learn the way your body functions. You were equestrian, so ride like a champion. I'll beat it. This sex will get you high without no other substance. This song is pure guilty pleasure for me. I like it. I can't even lie. I like that song. Yeah, The Weeknd got me on that one. I'm not going to even lie. We'll talk some more about this record after this break.
Watching TV has changed over time. Streaming has become the new norm. That's why Golden State Media Concepts television podcast dives headfirst to the world of cord cutting. Want to be on the loop of what's hot in Netflix? Or if it's not a preference, what about original shows in Hulu? We've got you covered. Join us as we fill in the blanks and talk about movies to stream and what show you should be binging. This is the Golden State Media Concepts television podcast.
Hello, once again, people of Earth and the known universe. This is Golden State Media Concepts music podcast. This is your Captain Keith, and we were reviewing The Weeknd's new record, his new EP, My Dear Melancholy. And finishing up the Weeknd review. So I Was Never There by The Weeknd is a song that it has a slow and somber ballad. The song starts off with that classic Ohio Players funky worm type keyboard effect. The synth bass and drums are light on the song. They lay in the background. The Weeknd is reeling over his breakup. He uses sex and drugs to try to hide his pain. He also winds up blaming the other person for the predicament he has put himself in. You know, once again, we think the song's about Selena Gomez. Rumor has it, you know. What makes a grown man want to cry. What makes him want to take his life? His happiness is never real. And mindless sex is how he feels. Ooh, he feels. When it's time, it won't matter. It don't matter. It won't matter. When it's time. It's time, babe. It won't matter. It was like he was never there. It was like he was gone. And thin air. Oh, when it's time. That repeats. You know, oh, now I know what love is, and I know it ain't you for sure. You'd rather something toxic. So I poison myself again and again until I feel nothing in my soul. I'm on the edge of something breaking. I feel my mind is slowly fading. If I keep going, I won't make it. And it's all because of you. Wow. Hurt You is a dark song about The Weeknd being a bad boy. I mean, he doesn't want to hurt this girl. He only wants to have sex with her with no strings attached. He admits to not being relationship material. He states that this girl trying to fill the void with every man she meets because she's still hung up on him, The Weeknd. He also realizes that when she's upset and crying and thinking about taking her own life, it's because she's thinking of him. Okay. The Weeknd warns her to stay away because he doesn't want to hurt her. You know, but if she calls him, he will sleep with her in a heartbeat and then walk away. He tells her, I have no love to give, only sex. You know, The Weeknd is cold-blooded on this track. I don't want to like this track, but I do. I do. Because I'm just fascinated that he actually sang about this stuff. And now I know relationship's my enemy, so stay away from me. I'm warning you. You try to fill the void with every man you meet because you're upset with me. I'm warning you. Because all the nights you slept alone, drying your eyes, and all the nights you thought about taking your life. Because if it's love you want again, don't waste your time. But if you call me up, I'm screwing you on sight. And that's me, censoring. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you. That repeats. When you're with him, you close your eyes and think of me. Just call me up again. I'll make you weak. Girl, I come to put myself between your legs, not between your heart. Can't you see? Wow. Yeah, he really went there. Okay. So Privilege is the last track on the EP. It's warm yet sad keys that sound like an old school piano playing in the background and a record player needle playing in the background with a high-pitched distorted voice playing in the background. As The Weeknd sings through a different voice effect as he talks about his blues. I like this song because of the sheer honesty. The Weeknd has about how he copes with his pain. He admits to taking drugs, drinking and having sex in order to cope with losing someone he loves. And I'm not endorsing any of that, but it's just fascinating to hear this in the song. So let me say that. Okay. It's disturbing. It's disturbing and fascinating at the same time. I mean, once again, rumor has this song is probably about Selena Gomez. You can tell that he fell for her hard. Yeah. Or that he fell hard for her. Definitely. Either way. He fell hard for this one, for Miss Gomez. Enjoy your privileged life because I'm not going to hold you through the night. We said our last goodbye, so let's just try to end it with a smile. And I don't want to hear that you're suffering. You're suffering no more because I held you down when you were suffering. You were suffering. Blues away, way. I got 2 red pills to take the blues away. Blues away. I got 2 red pills to take the blues away. And I'm going to screw the pain away, and I know I'll be okay. They said our love is just a game. I don't care what they say, but I'm going to drink the pain away. I'll be back to my old ways, and I got 2 red pills to take the blues away. I don't want to hear that no more. No more. I don't want to hear that no more. He's upset. So The Weeknd is a different kind of pop star for sure. His true strength is his dark and revealing lyrics, while his weakness is his production. When it works, it works, but when it doesn't, it just doesn't. I would love to see him with more instrumentation within his production to give his sound a much more organic feel. This EP is definitely themed on Bella Hadid and Selena Gomez, and in that way, it does work. On a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the best, I give this record a 7.5. Favorite tracks are Wasted Times, I Was Never There, featuring Gesselstein, if I'm saying the name right, Hurt You, featuring Gesselstein, and Privilege. So yeah, that's my take on the Weeknd EP. So yeah, I'd love to see what he can do with a full band and just doing something different, more organically with production. Debby Friday. So this album is like industrial punk, electro dance. The album's, it's called, so I'm going to say it's witch punk, but take that W and put a B there. So there you go. The newest release from the Vancouver-based powerhouse Debby Friday is a blend of industrial and dark punk designed for dancing. Friday, who also recorded and produced the EP, she describes the project as shouting into the void and making myself heard. So this is a little brief introduction to who she is. And then I'll get into my take on Miss Friday. Though Friday has been performing since late 2016, on this recording, the music is decidedly more powerful with aggressive, sexually charged lyrics. In the last song, Amor Fati, Friday samples the Nigerian poet Meowa Adeyemo singing in Ijala, which Friday describes as part of the ancient oral tradition of the Yoruba people. Friday blends Adeyemo's words with the steady electronic beat, beautifully combining her contemporary electronic sensibilities with the ancient song. So, and the Yoruba people, I believe, are Nigerian. So, Se Kwa Ka, if I'm saying that right, that's the first song. It's got a thumping bass and sound effect that sounds like zippers going back and forth with the record needle playing to boot. Debby Friday sets the tone and pace for her EP. She gives you her theme and her manifesto in this song. The bass sounds big and elastic, and it works. Debby sings / raps her verses in a strong, cool vocal tone that's almost whisper-like. Debby Friday lets you know that she may be small, but she packs the heat. And if you get too close, she has no problem burning you. And her record cover is it's cool. It's her looking back at you, and she had like these black leather pants on, and she looks very defiant and very confident. I like the cover. It's like it's really cool. What else about this cover art real quick? Let me see. It's just a cool side profile of her. She's wearing a white t-shirt, had her hair down. She's looking defiant and sassy and cool and confident all at once. I like it. So when you listen to the lyrics to this one, B-Punk, you heard it. Pumping through your speakers, I ain't got to reword it. I know you feel the fire. I got heat like a furnace, but if you mess around, I might go ahead and burn you. I might hurt you. No, I make you I make you nervous. Disengage your server, but you're all up in my circuit. I like that. That's in that clever line. I like that verse. You're talking all that crap, but say you like the way I work it. If you want to stay observant, I could give your ass a sermon. I'm on your block. Picture me like Kodak. I heard you love to talk, but when I pull up, where that other female at? Oh, you don't know that? I beat you like a face. Honey, pretty little Debby, but I bet I leave that nose runny. You say you got it, but you don't really get it. No miscommunicating. I'm aggressive with the message. Little baby, never listen, 'cause I ain't your freaking fetish. I'm your freaking retribution. Now you know I really meant it. Yeah, she starts the album off with that song. But it hits, and it's nice. I mean, it sets the pace. Stay Up has more of a grinding bass that starts the song and it anchors it, along with a drum beat that has a hissing and percussion sound. It has a hissing and percussion sound shaker sound to the drums. The message is to don't fall asleep at the wheel. Don't get caught slipping or sleeping, metaphorically speaking. So that's, and most of that is just stay up, stay up, stay up. Indulge Me has a punk industrial feel to it. Debby talks about her sexual urges with a dark theme. Indulge me with your bulging compassion. I got a hunger for your water and your tongue lashing. I got a feeling in the pit of my stomach. You are the beast and I am your harlot. Sing my song, twist my spine, seeking and sucking. I sit all my life looking and screwing. Open wide, this is a death dream. Are you awake or alive? Screw the silence, I love this violence. Rope, drunk chick. I am the one I fear most. My love's like a potion. I give you a double dose. I heard you like my flux density. That wet coochie apathy. I heard you want a piece of me. Eat my flesh, taste my sin. Thrashing and crashing. I said, let me in. Blood, red pleasure. Flood, sweet pleasure. Screw the silence. I love this violence. It's endless. It's endless. It's endless. Yeah. So, Void has an industrial feel to it, and it's basically an instrumental that may be about S&M, whips and chains and sex play. I'm just still deciphering it. Debby speaks in a distorted voice that gives off a dominatrix vibe. I want to hurt you. I need to hurt you. I need to show you something. I need you to show regret. I want you on your knees. I want you on your knees. I mean, the rest of the song just goes into a moody and intense electronic industrial instrumental rhythm. And so Medusa, it has an industrial electro feel to it. Tribal drums that have a clap to them, and keys that have a guitar synth and sound effect that comes in and out of the song. Debby lets him know that she wants to play. But it's definitely on her terms, which means it's going to get a little rough. She's also admitting that she knows you're bad to the bone and corrupt, and she can't help but want you more because of it. Guilty pleasure. Skin Skin you like a snake, wear you round my waist. This is a testament. I said my will, my way. Hold you to the ground, bury you in a pound of flesh. I heard you like to screw and play. Leak you like a sieve, push you out of every hole. You can be the rain, I could be your catching bowl. You're a beast, you're a fiend, you're bad to the bone. Grab you by the eye, bend you blue like stone. You are the devil in the corner, and I can't help it that I want you. I got a taste for your corruption, baby. Oh, want you look my way. No. So yeah, Amor Fatty has keys, it has keys playing like an accordion sound effect while the bass grinds and thumps with the tribal drums in the background. And that's the one with the Yoruba chants in it. So, sex, power, unbridled feminine aggression. That's how Debby Friday describes this EP that she did. And it's exactly a great way to describe it, the lyrical themes of her album. The music is in your face with its boldness and intensity. It will make you move. Either you will be dancing at the club or moshing in the pit. She perfectly blends that desire and outcome musically. Debby Friday's B-Punk gets a 9 from me. Favorite tracks are C'est Quoi Ça, Stay Up, Indulge Me, and Void. So, and Medusa. So, yeah. And Medusa was the song that I was talking about with the tribal drums. And they have a clap to them, the keys, they have a guitar synth. Yeah. So, before we're done, I want to let you guys know, J. Cole has announced his KOD tour dates with Young Thug. So he's going to be coming to a city near you. So, and actually, I thought I had those dates listed. Now I got to go. So I'm not going to end the podcast without giving you those dates. So give me 1 second, folks. You prepare and you think you got everything ready, and I guess sometimes you think you do and you just don't. But it's all good. No one is perfect. So his tour dates, yes. August 9th, Miami, Florida. August 11th, Tampa, Florida. August 12th, Atlanta, Georgia. August 14th, New Orleans, Louisiana. August 15th, Houston, Texas. August 17th, San Antonio, Texas. He's going to be going a little bit everywhere. Let me see. August 18th, Dallas, Texas. August 21st, Phoenix, Arizona. August 22nd, San Diego, California. The 24th, Los Angeles. 29th, Oakland, out here in the Bay. September 2nd, Boise, Idaho. September 4th, Sacramento, California. September 5th, Anaheim, California. September 7th, Las Vegas, Nevada. The 8th, Salt Lake City, Utah. The 10th, Denver, Colorado. This is all September still. The 12th, Little Rock, Arkansas. 13th, Birmingham, Alabama. 15th, Raleigh, North Carolina. The 17th, Nashville, Tennessee. The 18th, Kansas City, Missouri. The 19th, Minneapolis, Minnesota. The 21st, Detroit, Michigan. The 22nd of September, Chicago, Illinois. The 22nd, Columbus, Ohio. The 25th, Buffalo, New York. Hartford, Connecticut on the 26th. University Park, Pennsylvania, the 28th. Then October, we have New York, Toronto, Ontario New York on the 1st of October. October 4th, Toronto, Ontario. October 5th, Montreal, Quebec. October 6th, Philadelphia, PA, Pennsylvania. October 8th, Washington, D.C. And October 10th, Boston, Massachusetts. So check J. Cole on tour with Young Thug. It should be a good time. I'm going to try to check him out when he comes to Oakland. Yeah, I've never seen him before, so that'd be cool. Once again, folks, thank you, the good people of Earth and the known universe, for listening to Golden State Media Concepts Music Podcast and Music in Review. I'm your Captain Keith. I appreciate all of you. Thanks again, and I will see you somewhere out in space.
You've been listening to the Golden State Media Concepts Music Podcast, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. You can find this show and others like it at www.gsmcpodcast.com. Download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Just type in GSMC to find all the shows from the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network, from movies to music, from sports to entertainment, and even weird news. You can also follow follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program.